All right, good morning, everybody. It's 2:45 in the morning on Thursday. So yeah, this is a little early, but I've got quite a nice little insight to give to you. So which I heard today. There's a mitzvah, which is difficult to understand, which is about sending away the mother bird and then taking the eggs. Which is hard to understand because it seems like it's cruel. Okay, some people say you can put the eggs back afterwards, but you need to move them away from the nest. It's a very difficult mitzvah to understand because it seems to be cruel, and in fact, it is a little bit cruel. And many people, when they do it, apparently Rabbi Ovadia Yosef, when he did it the one time, he felt very bad. He was crying and apologizing to the bird. It's, just not something that feels good. And the thing is that in the Torah, being cruel to an animal is actually as serious, if not more serious, than, for example, eating pork. It's a deoraita mitzvah. You are not allowed to cause any kind of cruelness or pain to an animal. So certainly sending the mother bird away would qualify as that. So it's a difficult mitzvah to understand. So I heard something very nice today, which explains it. So look, this is what the sages say. They say that when you do the mitzvah, you're obviously going to feel very uncomfortable and you're broken-hearted. I mean, you're doing the mitzvah because you don't want to do it, but Hashem has asked you to do it, so you do it, and you're very upset because you are obviously causing pain. And this insight says, well, that's actually the purpose. That's actually why the mitzvah exists. Because what you're doing is you're taking the children. Let's call it the children of the mother bird, and there's a lesson in there, and Hashem is trying to teach us a lesson through that mitzvah, which is that Hashem has lost literally hundreds of millions of Jews who stopped keeping mitzvot, or who didn't keep the mitzvah, and those that remain, the Jews that remain, which is literally less than 5% of all the Jews that were ever born. So we should be, as you know, I've said this many times before, we should be hundreds of millions of Jews. And literally 95% have gone off the derech. And, very few Jews have said something about that. And we have a mitzvah to care for our fellow Jews. And we do it because for Hashem's sake and for our sake as well, but mostly for Hashem's sake. And yet Hashem has throughout history, in a far worse manner than the mother bird, lost an incredible amount of his children. And yet we don't cry, or very few of us cry. In fact, many of us condemn those that have left the Torah and who are not on the derech. And that's the underlying message that Hashem is trying to teach us through that mitzvah. Well, it's one of the messages. There's others as well, but this one I thought was very nice. That we need to be concerned about our fellow Jews. And there is a mitzvah to rebuke them, and there is a mitzvah to care for them. And we do it for their sake, but also, most importantly, for the sake of Hashem. Because Hashem doesn't want to lose his children. Certainly not those that, that are condemned because they don't live according to the Torah. Anyway, this is going to be it's just below 5 minutes. I hope that you enjoy it, that you've enjoyed it, and Shabbat Shalom. And I think next Shabbat we're all going to be together. I'm not sure, because next Friday will be the 15th of July. So I think everybody's back in Cape Town. But anyway, Shabbat Shalom, and enjoy the shiur.